Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
assholeconsulting.com. I had made a mistake with Dave. Dave was a military member, and he had some questions. He was the one that requested the Red Flags of Women video, which I put together, I don't know, a week ago or so. I charged him the full price, and he's like, I'm military, and I'm like, oh dang, he's military, so I forgot to give him his discount. He said, well, hey, how about this? Could you just delve into a little bit more details as to why these are red flags? I'll read it here. Hi, Aaron. I listened to your video. I appreciate it. It was well formulated and extensive. In that video, you mentioned that you will reimburse me for a military discount. I believe you did not apply it for the last email request as well. I do appreciate it. Instead of reimbursement, I was hoping you can elaborate in email correspondence on some of the items you mentioned in the video request. 1, why previous divorce is a problem. 2, are women who do not know their father are equal to women who grew up with an abusive father or mother as far as a runaway. 3, is short hair a problem? G.I. Jane, short. How many sexual partners is too much? Why sleeve tattoos indicate non-dateable girl? Why the pet rescuers or girls with few pets is a no-go? I appreciate your work, and I said, sounds fair, but could I do a video because it would take a little bit. And then he wanted to throw another one. And I apologize for bugging you again, but if you have not recorded the video, would you mind throwing body weight as well? How fat can the girl become before it is walk out of the lot? Well, that one kind of depends on your person. You know, different strokes, different folks. I have a wide range. I'm kind of like, I'll be like, yeah, okay, you're redlining it. Yeah, you're redlining it on the other end. But, all right, let's go through it. Why previous divorce is a problem? It means she chose poorly the first time. The decision making is the real issue for me. Plus, I'm from a divorced family. It's like, fuck, you know, like, can you guys get your fucking shit together? It's like, not only is it poor decision making and choosing on her part. It's like, okay, what did you do? Did you do your best to help make the guy happy? Did you do, you know? I detest and loathe divorce so much, especially if there's kids involved. It's like, come on, this is the most important fucking shit right here, and you fucked it up somehow. What gives? So it's not a deal breaker. You know, keep in mind, nobody's perfect, male or female. All right. And you can find people who are divorced and they're great people. So a lot of times it makes them learn their lessons and gets them to straighten up and fly right. But when I see a divorce, it's like, all right, there's something else to research. We gotta dig a little deeper. Why? Well, what the fuck was that all about? And 9 out of 10 times, it's the dumbest fucking shit. Well, I didn't know what I was doing, and you know, I thought I was in love. He was just a jerk. No. It's not. I was too young and didn't know what I was doing. It's like, did you not know marriage is pretty fucking important? And heaven help you if you brought kids into that. Heaven help you. That is, it's bad enough if they got divorced. It's worse if they have kids. It's definitely worse if they have kids. 2, are women who do not know their father equal to women who grew up with an abusive father or mother as far as runaways? Ooh, that's a good question. Are women who do not know their father equal to women who grew up with abusive fathers and mothers? All right, well, here's the problem. Neither are good. Both are red flags. If a woman doesn't know her father, that means the father was not around to raise her. Now, keep in mind, it's increasingly common to have the father around, but he's such a spineless sap that he's not masculine, nor a good male role model. He's always kowtowing to the middle. Yes, dear. Honey, love. Be curious if anybody could tell me what movie that's from. So you won't hurt or yell. Where was I? So that's bad enough if the gal doesn't know her dad, or the dad was never around, or the dad was there but wasn't providing a masculine male role model. Because they don't know how to handle it, and then they're completely skewed towards the female raising, which is necessary, but you can't have all of one and none of the other. There needs to be balance. And a woman who grew up with an abusive mother or father, this doesn't have anything to do with the father, an abusive parent, that's absolutely not her fault either. Certainly not her fault, and she's a genuine victim. But I hate to say it, if you grew up with an abusive father, like physically abusive, mentally abusive too, but if there was physical abuse going on, heaven forbid sexual abuse, my heart goes out to these people. But you don't go anywhere near them. It just as sad as you feel for them, that's not a red flag. That is a red light on top of the radio tower so the planes don't crash into them. That's how bright it is with a tornado siren going off in stereo. And it's like, well, it's not their fault. I know it's not their fault. Bad things happen. Now, every great once in a while, you'll find a person that can pull through it. I know, Stefan Molyneux is a great example, but we're talking a Herculean amount of self-determination, pursuit of self-knowledge, self-taught and inflicted morality and principles, and a forthrightness with people. Like, look, this is where just so you know. But again, it's very rare. It's incredibly rare. So it's lost it. Here we go. So ideally, on the father-daughter thing, ideally, father and mother still married, father is masculine, daughter loves dad, and dad gives you, I kind of challenge you a little bit, and then you're like, wow, that dad's really cool, like, holy shit, I really respect Mr. Jones, and you almost want to hang out with the father more than you do with the girl you're dating. That's kind of a sign. And then on the worst end is abuse, physical or sexual abuse. It's good if the father was still around. If the father doesn't like you, I get used to it. But at least the dad's there. Then it starts to become a red flag where dad ain't around, like divorce. Okay, I know a lot of people are divorced. Does she still have a good relationship with dad? Scaled down, worse, bigger red flag. My mom and dad my dad was a jerk. She doesn't like her dad. Like, okay, here's the big, and he could have been a jerk. That's not it. It means that she was alienated early from male role models, and that she did not get Ward Cleaver. She got somebody else, and now you're dealing with someone who can't, we could almost say, function normally with men in society or in a romantic relationship. Your short hair a problem? GIA, for example, G.I. Jane short. Yeah, I mean, I prefer girls with long hair. Girls that then cut their hair really short, like G.I. Jane, like they buzz cut, obviously there's something wrong. There is and they can have this right and this choice, absolutely. It's basically saying, I don't want to have anything to do with men. I don't want to impress men. I don't want to attract men. They can say that, but it shows a selfishness on their part where it's like, well, fuck what the other guy wants. He should like me for me. I'm going to do what I want. I'm all for being independent, libertarian, do your thing. But if I want to bring somebody along, I should ask what they like. This is why I've always loved this. And you guys could pick on the manosphere and the red pill community and all you want. But at least in the manosphere red pill community, there's a significant, heck, there's people, 30 Days to X, who else? There are men, segments, entire blogs, gentlemen, who dedicate their work in the red pill community towards physical fitness. And one of the main reasons is to attract other women. And that's been one of the most founding principles is, what do women want? Well, they want this. Well, let's give it to them. That has been, as contrasted with feminism, I have yet to see a group or a subsegment within feminism say, men want girls with big tits and tight asses, let's give it to them. We're going to hit the gym. It's the complete opposite. You're shallow. That's toxic toxic masculinity. You should hate yourself for liking. You just don't appreciate it. Like, oh, fuck it. I mean, so when you see someone, a girl, with buzz cut G.I. Jane short hair, that is a big red flag, big sign that she has, one, well, there's definitely no interest in finding a man, and two, if she is interested in finding a man, she is not capable of the selflessness to ask, well, what do you want? Right? That's, and then, I'm sorry, to have a relationship, you must be selfless, both men and women. The guy must love the woman more than he loves himself, or must love the man more than she loves. That's how it works, but, he better like, yeah. And you can almost be guaranteed she puts her career ahead, her friends ahead, her job ahead, her education ahead. The guy plays a 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th fiddle to all these other things. And her dogs and her fake, Wiccan religion or whatever else they got going on. But then when it comes to just kind of short-ish hair, like a cute haircut kind of, some girls can pull it off. I'll even say that's kind of a, because I see a lot of baby boomer gals do it. Like, once they hit menopause, they shave it and it's clean. It's just easy maintain, or da-da-da. It's like, have you asked your husband? Maybe he wants to see you with long hair. First to admit, what we're asking of women is very selfish on our part. And it takes effort. It takes effort to keep long hair. You gotta, and you guys, get long hair. Once you guys get long hair, see how much upkeep it requires. You gotta moisturize it, you gotta comb it, it gets snarls, you gotta worry about it. I had hair down to here one time, and it was kind of a pain in the ass. I can't imagine what it's like having hair down to your shoulders or lower. I remember I had to tuck it underneath the pillow, because I sleep in between pillows, and then that way, otherwise your hair is like on your face. Like, I was a kind of a skateboarder-like kid back in my youth. And by youth, I mean late teens, early 20s. So, short hair problem. Yeah, but if you start seeing that baby boomer, I'm cut my hair short because it takes less effort, she has completely stopped caring about what the husband wants. Because there ain't no husband that said, I want you to get that short hair. Every great once in a while. Like, there's a gal that can pull off the short hair, and none are coming to me. No examples. I know I've seen them. I'm sure there are some celebrities, but I can't remember them because it's so rare. How many sex partners is too much? Double digit goes from 10 to 99. Please. Oh, I said it was double digits. I'm going to diverge a little bit, even though there is research out there that says the more sex partners you have, your chance of divorce goes up exponentially. I'm one for adhering to the real world. What is the market telling you right now? How many sexual partners? It depends on age too. I'd say by the age of, let's do decades, 20. If she's got 4, 20, you're in college. You're sexually active at, say, 14, 15. 5 years away. Yeah, 4 is too much. 30. I'm going to be very, and girls can get it a lot easier. Let's do 20's 5. 30. I'll say you're allowed to have 15 more, so 20. Like I said, a lot of people are going to disagree with me on this because the numbers doesn't bear this out. I'm just saying, for younger people, as you age, today, in the olden days it would be completely different, but today, 5 by 20, 20 by 30, you get another 15 in there. And then, by that time, if you go much further, 25 and higher, once you even get above 20, I'd say 20. Let's do 20. If you're 50, you've had 20, okay, I might forgive that a little bit, but you've had 5 decades on the planet. But if you're 20 or above, that is a definite cutoff, and I think a lot of guys would probably agree with it. Some people would say 3. Some people would say 4. Again, I'm more libertarian. I think, hey, look, you want to treat women want equal, fine. And I wouldn't mind if more women had sex, because it would have benefited me. I'm going to demand this of I'm going to have to equally apply to you. I'm probably a little bit too understanding in that category, but I'd say 20 is the cutoff. Why sleeve tattoos indicate a non-dateable girl? Because they I don't know, correlation. Something in my brain genetically goes off. Like, no. Like, if you're going to mar your body, you're going to mutilate your body publicly for the world to see. Not to mention the bad decision-making skills that points out, like, do you want a job? That's an opinion, and there's tattooism. Oh, my God, this is great. You damn right there is. Because, frankly, I don't want to look at that ugly shit. I don't want to serve. Oh, my God, where do we go? We went to this restaurant in Scottsdale, downtown Scottsdale, and there was this hipster thing, and it was like watching the show, what was it? It had Tony Curtis and Roger Moore. The Recouplers or the Recoverers or something like that. And it was well written, kind of funny, but what I could not tolerate, it was made in 1973. It was the fashion and the hair, and everybody was ugly. Everything was ugly. Green shag carpet, it was all ugly. And it didn't matter how good the writing was. Same thing with a girl with a bunch of tattoos. Or a sleeve tattoo, let's just say. At this restaurant, that's all I could. The service was good. The food was actually all right. But I'm like, you're an eyesore. All your staff is a fucking eyesore. And you could call me an elitist and a snob and all that other shit, and I didn't know what no. It's again a selfishness, and I wouldn't say greed, but it's selfishness. One, valuing yourself more than the rest of the people. Where you're gonna rape people's eyes with your ugliness. And you're so independent by getting a tattoo like everybody else does. Am I okay with a small, discreet tattoo? Fine. Your father passes away, your mother passes away, you want to commemorate him. Okay, I'm put it somewhere discreet. But when you do that, you are knowingly doing it to get attention and to affect other people around you. You are knowingly putting yourself above everybody else's desire of what they want to see, and you can be independent. I don't care what other people want to see. Yeah, but they got to see it. They got to see it. Bad decision-making skills, real bad. Lower employability. This is someone you're going to now is becoming a financial liability to you. And then what was the other thing? Not physically attractive, but empirically. Sorry, empirically that you just look at them. It's not the arm. It's not the. Just look. It looks like I don't see a lot of surgeons with sleeve tattoos. You just don't. I'm sure there's one. Don't send me a picture of a surgeon you know. That one surgeon. I know there's one rip guy who does nothing but vegan. Okay, cool for him. All right. But they are not going to be. They're never gonna really be above the median income. Not at all. And then how do you explain that? Like, oh, you married that? Why does she have? Well. So no, that one is just, oh my God, a whole sleeve. One gal, I remember this one gal, beautiful, and a tattoo all around her neck like this. I thought she was wearing a sweater, and I looked at it, and I'm like, it was the classic putting a bumper sticker on a Ferrari, and you're just kind of like, I guess another thing is the conformity. That shows low intelligence. Low independent thought, not a creative, not an innovative, not a philosopher. I'm going to do this because put the fucking Japanese symbol on my back. Different rules for guys. Terribly sorry. Yes, it is a double standard. Men have been getting tattoos because it's pretty badass. And I'm not just saying that because Jack Donovan will kick my ass because Jack Donovan has tattoos. I'm saying because I believe that men have had tattoos. It's been established before. I disagree. I'm not going to get a tattoo. And I'm saying because Jack Donovan will kick my ass. But no, the girls knew. No. But again, a girl who has a sleeve tattoo like that is not interested in seriously dating a man of any quality and caliber, let alone one who is serious and going to have her be the mother of her child. I mean, I can't imagine, like, it's my mother of my children. Fucking gauge ring. No, gauges go here, nose rings go here. Why pet rescue or girls with few pets is a no-go? Well, I'm not saying a few pets. I mean, look, Have I met girls with cats that were alright? Yes. Have I met girls with dogs that are alright? Yes. Were they the majority? Although you could say the majority of girls I dated in general were not. But there's a new... You gotta have the discerning eye. Like one of my best friends. She has 2 dogs. The reason she has 2 dogs is she goes hiking out in the mountains and wants them to scare off mountain lions. She is also a very based, insane person. Nothing wrong with people owning pets. But when it's the pet rescue thing, when they start calling them fur babies, and they volunteer, and it's like, well, I'll take on this dog, I'll take on that dog, and all of a sudden there's more animals than there are humans living in the house. Wait a minute. And the woman is approaching 40, and I was like, never had kids, a gal that has kids and house and family, and there's a dog and a cat and a parakeet, okay, that's normal. But single women who are in pet rescue, or with horses, that's another one, horsies, you guys all know the horsies. I like pet rescue, I like the animals, and this would be one of the lesser red flags, but you really got to figure out quickly, well, not quickly, you can figure it out at whatever pace you want, as long as you don't get involved with her too much. You got to figure out whether she's using the pets and the dogs and the cats as a substitute for men and family and children, or if she actually really cares about the animals and she's a normal gal anyway. So again, not really I would say the sleeve tattoo, that's a deal breaker. That's just a no-go. Pet rescue, not a deal breaker. You gotta suss that one out. Sexual partners, you're never gonna find out that data. Shaved hair, multicolored hair, deal breaker, done. Women who don't know their father, again, that's you gotta play it, but like abusive, hates dad, deal breaker. Divorced, still talks to dad, probably okay. Previous divorce, not a deal breaker, but you gotta do some digging. And then the other one, you had the last one. Body weight. Well, that's up to you, dude. I can't fault you. I know one guy and I, we were talking, and we belong to the same scene, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna ask her. He's like, her? What the hell's wrong? Like, what do you mean what's wrong with me? What the hell's wrong with you? That's nice. Like, nah, dude, you're all into these cute gals, and I want that one. I'm like, her? What? He's like, what the hell's wrong with her? I think, dude, you get this or that wrong with her. Oh, dude, you don't see the inner beauty. She's like hot. Like, how is that hot? Is that? And we just realized we never had to worry about chasing after the same girl. We just roll each other's eyes like, screw you. But for me, I mean, it's as long as you're fine with her body weight, I can't judge you. I mean, me personally, I mean, it depends on height as well too. But I don't like them looking anorexic, and I don't like them fat. I'm okay with a curvy gal as long as you got curves where it counts, and I'm okay with a skinny twiggy girl. But man, I've seen some gals where if you gotta say, dude, are you eating? Are you sick? That's where I draw the line. And then if you look at them like, can you even run? Can you run a mile and not die? And then that's kind of the limit. And but don't let my standards influence you. Although I think again, my standards are pretty wide, pun intended, pretty wide when it comes to gals. Especially when you get older, you just like, you know what? I'll give up some of this stuff on the physical stuff if you got a job and you're fucking sane. If you shut up, if you shut the fuck up, just let me have my peace and surrender, I'll let you can have a short haircut, that's fine. But no, the body weight, don't worry about that one, that's up to you. Alright, that's it. Cap's got answers. If you got questions, over at assholeconsulting.com. I'm sure this has pissed many of you off. That's okay. You too, you desperately need assholeconsulting.com. You might want to read some of my books too while you're being pissed off at me over at amazon.com. They include titles like Bachelor Economics, Worthless, The Young Person's Indispensable Guide to Choosing the Right Major, Curse of the High IQ, Poor Richard's Retirement, and The Black Man's Guide to Poverty. You will definitely hate that book because it's actually trying to help black men get out of poverty instead of crying and sobbing over them and telling them how oppressed they are. I should give them like, come on guys, here we go. That's why I'm hated. Alright, we'll see you guys later. Toodles.